Hey, what's up, guys? Geburan Choirs here. I'm about to shoot this video on my seventh patron, Raziel. So, Raziel, I don't know if you can see his seal, but in any case, I showcased his seal already in my video called "The Integrity of My Tattoos." So yeah, hold on, let me open up his article. Okay. Yeah, some fucking stupid car passed by. That guy got muffler problems. In any case, yeah, the reason why you see candles on right now is because that I just finished up a couple of workings. I finished three workings in total. So one that has to do with me. Well, two that has to do with me. One that I put Samael in charge of. One that I put Abraza in charge of. So my Seraphim and my Cherubim. And one for a customer. Okay, so I can't get into detail obviously. But yeah, one for my customer. One of my customers, and yeah. In any case, let's cut to the chase and speak about my beloved seventh patron and everything, all of his beauty. So yeah, in any case, I'm gonna go over his background. So Raziel is an archangel, and he's an archangel that rules over the second highest Kabbalistic Sephirotic sphere. Okay, that's a tongue twister, I know. The second highest Kabbalistic Sephirotic sphere, which is Chokma, Nifton, Neptune, or Hokma. Some people within Golden Dawn Order say Hokma, but yeah, no, it's Chokma. The C is not silent. In any case, Chokma, and yeah, he's also an Ophanim. So he's an Ophanim. That's the order, that's the quarry of angels in which Rasia resides in. He's standing next to me right now, not literally next to me, but he's by his altar, which is to the right of me, a little bit more to the right. And he's simply just, he's telling me thanks for shooting this video on him. Yeah, no problem. In any case, so yeah, he just disappeared right now. Oh, sorry, that's my planetary clock. Right now it's the day of, right now it just became the day of Mercury, hour of Mercury. So yeah, it's literally Mercury time for anyone who's continuing any mercurial workings out there. So yeah. In any case, what else? Raziel is the ruler of the second highest sphere of the Sephiroth. So the second highest, no, I'm sorry. The second heaven, okay? So he's the ruler of the second heaven. He's the ruler of the second heaven, and he is also, his name means knowledge of God. So the wisdom of God. The wisdom of God, and as well as the knowledge of God. Either or. Yeah. The wisdom of God. So yeah. And Raziel, that's pretty much it in regards of his background. Raziel is an archangel, like I said. And let me see if there's anything else that I missed. Yeah, no, that's pretty much it on his background. So he's a Ophanim. He's the ruler of the second highest sphere, the Kabbalistic sphere, Chokma, Neptune, Nifton. He is the vice ruler of Pisces, as well as the vice ruler of, as well as the ruler of Neptune. And Neptune is the vice ruler of Pisces. So yeah, he is also the vice ruler of Pisces. So both Neptune and Raziel are both the vice ruler of Pisces. Okay, bear with me here. And yeah. So there are spheres like that out there that are vice rulers. They serve as vice rulers for different zodiacal signs. So for example, Pluto, Uranus, and Neptune. Pluto is the vice ruler of Scorpio. Uranus or Uranus is the vice ruler of Aquarius, and the vice ruler of Pisces is Neptune, like I mentioned. And yeah, these are all just vice ruling planetary bodies and whatnot, celestial bodies that just simply serve as like a backup ruler. Not necessarily a backup ruler, but just a second ruler, okay? And yeah, so that's it for his background. His correspondence is Pisces. I was gonna say Pisces. His correspondence is Pisces, specifically 13 degrees in Pisces, which is simply put, is someone who is extremely existential. Not that he's existential, obviously. He's an archangel. Okay, he's not human. He doesn't have to deal with any of the baggages that comes with us in our mortal coil and anything. but he's in from a human point perspective. 13 degrees in Pisces is someone who cherishes their privacy immensely, someone who generally questions the cosmos, reality. Why do I exist? What is what is what is above? What is ruling over everything? Okay, who is the creator? Who is this? Who is that? Someone who's extremely existential. Okay, someone who is just someone who just questions reality. Okay, from the deepest molecular aspects of life itself, and always finds themselves alone. Someone who cherishes their loneliness, okay, for constructive means, and someone who prefers to just be alone, honestly. And yeah, it speaks for itself with Raziel, okay? Raziel is most of these things apply to Raziel. Generally speaking, Raziel cherishes his privacy. He prefers to have his own altar dedicated within a dedicated to his own room, okay? So let's just say if you're gonna begin working with Raziel, he prefers that you just give him an entire room for himself, literally, and simply just have his altar there alone in his room. And he prefers that you don't go in there unless it's extremely necessary. Because I had to deal with this as well. I put his altar in one of my second rooms, so my second room to my two-bedroom apartment, and yeah, it was like a long time ago. I put his altar in there and simply just I went in there a couple of times, and every time I would go in there, he would just come out of nowhere. He would appear and he would tell me, "What? No, you don't have to be in here. Everything is fine. Everything is okay." Whenever I'm gonna go and just basically perform some mundane altar maintenance and whatnot, so tidy up his altar, clean up any ashes left around from stick incenses, and stuff like that. Okay, take care of offerings that I bestow upon his altar, you name it, etc., etc. So just stuff like that, really. And he generally doesn't like it. Okay, he'll tell you, you don't need to be in here unless it's necessary, unless it's ritual time, unless it's time to continue working. Yeah, he's telling me all of this. Yeah, he's agreeing with everything. He's saying, "Yep, that's me." So yeah, that's pretty much it. That those are his correspondences, okay? And yeah, generally speaking, now I'm gonna go over what he could offer the average person, okay, or the average occultist, the or from a Grimoire sense, the exorcist, if you will. Generally speaking, Raziel is skilled in nothing more than spiritual ascension. Okay, so anything that comes with the you being a magician as a whole, clairaudience, clairvoyance, your pineal gland, which is your third eye, your kundalini, you being able to invoke as well as evoke the energy, the magnitude of energy that flows through you entirely in general. Okay, telepathy. What else? What else? You making your body less of a physical barrier so that you can just easily partake in the astral without any troubles or whatnot. Making it easier for you to astral travel, okay? Being able to read energy, people's energy, okay? So being able to perceive people's energies, the nature of their energies, and simply just I'm sorry, fucking stupid Windows security. Being able to simply read and depict and decipher people's energy, okay? Simply just tell the nature of their energy, and anything else really, anything, it doesn't matter. Oh, being able to attract spirits like a magnet, being able to summon spirits out of, like, let's just say very easily, okay, at a whim, being able to invoke and summon spirits at a whim by just simply thinking of their name, and they could just pop up right there in front of you or behind you or next to you, whatever. And yeah, all things of a spiritual nature, okay, you have to keep in mind with Raziel. Because from an astrological sense, okay, from an astrological sense, if Neptune is in Pisces, it deals with nothing more than spiritual ascension, okay? Literally just spiritual ascension. Um, hold on. 1 second. Mm, hold on 1 second. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just had to confirm it with my article. Okay, because it's something that I know, but I'm just trying to confirm it. In any case, yeah, Neptune in Pisces simply just stands for spiritual ascension and clairvoyant faculties. So yeah, and when you look at Raziel, since he's 13 degrees in Pisces, confirming this through oddity charts and etc. Yeah, it speaks for itself. That's literally everything that he provides. Okay. He can also, oh, I forgot to mention one more thing. He can also hear your mind. Okay. So he can heal your mind. He can heal your astral body. Let's just say if you have a lot of built up baggage within your astral body, a lot of detrimental aspects to your astral body. Okay. Stuff that prevents you from ascending and just baggage energy. Okay. Energy that has accumulated throughout the years. Okay, if let's just say if you've been bounced around by different frequencies and external sources throughout your life, Raziel could simply just literally clear up all of that baggage, purge it all away. Okay, he can he can just take care of that, and he can heal your mind. So if you have any mental baggage as well, Raziel is your guy. He can literally come through for you. He can heal you like no other, and just and clear up your mind so that you can go and do what you will. Okay. So yeah, when looking at Raciel, that's pretty much everything that he can provide. Okay, that's literally everything. Everything that falls under, in an astrological sense, Neptune in Pisces, that's literally what Raciel can provide. What I already mentioned, clairvoyant faculties and spiritual ascension in all cases and fronts. Okay, this guy's like the master of clairvoyance and astral senses when it comes to looking for a spirit who can help out on that without any without any baggage or drawbacks or anything. Okay, the only drawbacks that you'll find when working with Raziel is simply just uh the magnitudes of energy that flow through you and just little minor things here and there. Okay, little minor things here and there, stuff that's not even noticeable, honestly, because it's working with archangels. You don't really have to worry about drawbacks, honestly. These guys work in a stable fashion. You can look at them as parents, honestly. Okay, they want nothing more than the best for you. Okay, and they want to help you out like no other, and they want to come through for you and be there for you when in whatever matters that you need tending to. Okay, in a stable fashion. So it's not like an infernal spirit, a pagan spirit, an elemental spirit, a planetary spirit. It's not like anything else. A thought form, okay, an egregori. It's not like working with anything else out there, okay? Archangels are very stable. Angels in general are stable, okay? Yet alone archangels. So, yeah, it speaks for itself. In any case, moving on, I'm going to be going over my experiences with Raziel. So, yeah. Raziel is my seventh patron, as I already mentioned. Okay, he's my seventh, número siete. Okay, and he simply just he comes through for me and literally making me the most profound, potent magician I could possibly become. And Raziel has been doing that like no other. Let me tell you. Okay, let's just say, okay, I've been working with Raziel for let's just say for like a straight up year now. Okay, and the quickest summarization in terms of everything that he's been doing for me on an astral nature, okay, which is everything that he can provide, honestly. Um, let's just say 4 months ago, okay, like I literally ascended from the very beginning. I began working with Raziel up until now. But just to cut things nice and short, um, hold on. Let's just say like 5 months ago, I was like a level I was like a level 4 out of 10 magician, okay? Out of 10 stars, I was a level 4 magician. Now, 5 months later, working with Raziel, okay? I've been working with Raziel longer than that, but I'm just trying to cut things short. I'm trying to cut a long story short, okay? Working with Raziel, okay, for 5 months straight has leveled me up to a level 6 magician. So, literally 6 stars out of 10 instead of a 4 or a 3. And yeah, that already speaks for itself how potent he is and how immensely skilled he is in his faculties, okay, and his prowesses. He's literally skilled like no other in terms of spiritual ascension. He has came through for me in terms of making my body less of a barrier for different stuff of an astral nature, and he literally just makes it so that he improves everything that makes me a magician, a Western ceremonial magician, okay? This guy literally has made it so that I can easily step out of my physical body, my mortal coil, my vessel, okay? My form, okay, that I have to partake in order to take life on this metaphysical plane, Earth, okay, Malkut, kingdom, and simply I could just traverse the astral plane within like what 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes, 10 seconds, honestly, 15 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds the longest. But most of the time I could literally just, let's just say, if I didn't partake in anything physical, my mind is clear and everything, I could just step out of my body in 10 seconds, okay? Like I've mentioned before, I can just be like, okay, I'm gonna step out of my physical body now. Okay, I'm gonna traverse the astral plane. Um, I'm ready to astral travel now. I'm going to astral travel now. Okay, three, two, one, boom, boom, boom. And I'll literally step out and I'll just look at myself. I could literally just look at my body, just sit there like a stone. Okay, as I'm just traversing the astral plane. And I'll immediately just go as far away from my body as possible and begin doing my thing. Okay, open a doorway to one of the Kabbalistic spheres and just do my thing, honestly. And yeah, in regards of how, hold on, there's one more thing that I wanted to mention about Raziel, and before I go over another experience with him, or what he does for me in general, is Raziel's energy feels very watery, okay, due to his Piscean attribute. It speaks for itself. Pisces is a water sign, okay, and Pisces is hold on, let me confirm it really quickly. The modality of Pisces is hold on. Yeah, it's mutable. It's mutable, so it speaks for itself. Yeah, it's a water sign. It's mutable, okay, and it is masculine, okay. So it is very it makes you feel like when Raziel is around and his energy is flowing through you as an invoker, it makes you feel like you're underwater. It literally makes you feel like you're submerged in the water, and you're at the point in the ocean in which the pressures, let's just say the pressures of water, okay? When you get to a very low level, okay, let's just say like 1,000 feet below the surface underwater, and the pressure starts to increase and rise up immensely, okay, to the point where it could fucking crush a submarine and whatnot. That's how it feels, okay? When Raziel is around, his energy feels very cold, number one. It feels very overwhelming in the form of you. It feels like water's like all around you. It feels like you're literally drowning, so to speak. And you can feel the pressure on your chest, specifically your abdomen or your core right here. Okay, you can feel the pressure on your chest build up, and you can it literally just it feels like you've been shot through your admin or something like that, your abdomen, and something similar. It feels like you've just been shot through your chest or something similar. It just feels very intense on your core, on your chest, the middle of your chest right here. And yeah, it literally just feels like you're submerged in the water. It's very cold and stuff like that, honestly. So yeah, that is his energy. And what else? So yeah, that's pretty much all that Harasia does for me. He simply just makes me the most profound magician I could possibly become. There's no other way to phrase it, honestly. He increases all of my astral senses, and he certainly has. Okay, key word. Okay, emphasis on this. He certainly has, literally. Okay, if you really, really, really want to build up clairvoyance, you summon Raziel, and you just go about and you handle your job with him, and you put him in charge of something, and you go about and he'll tend to it. And he literally just enhanced all my astral senses to the point where I can taste astral energy. I can taste it, literally. I can taste astral energy, and it's honestly it's funny, really. Um, yeah, stuff like that, really. And I'm gonna go over my experiences with Raziel, okay? So stuff that has happened between me and Raziel is throughout the course of our relationship and our bond and whatnot. In any case, I started working with Raziel like a year ago, honestly. Literally, I've been working with him for a straight year, and when I summoned him, I simply just hosted a ritual for him as usual. Okay, the same thing that applies to most of the guys that I work with. Okay, I'll host a ritual for them. When I see them, I'll adopt them as my patron. And lo and behold, that is the astral family that I have today. Okay, all the guys that you see me work with, um, they all went through the same process more or less. Okay, and yeah, the same thing applies for Gracia. So Gracia is simply just he simply appeared to me after hosting a ritual to him. But after, keywords after, because when I hosted a ritual for him, he was just in the background. I felt his intense Piscean like energy, okay, his watery Neptunian like energy, but he wasn't around until after the ritual as usual. And he simply just appeared to me, and he told me, "What could I help you with, Eduardo? I'm here to help you. You summoned me." And we got down to it. We didn't waste any time. Okay, we simply just got down to it, and I adopted him as my patron. I told him what I wanted him to come through for me in, what I put him in, what I want to put him in charge of. Excuse me, and stuff like that. Really, just the p's and q's what comes with invoking and adopting a spirit as your patron. And yeah, everything has been swell after that. Nothing much that is worth mentioning after. I mean, Raziel is just a strong silent type, okay? There's nothing really much to mention in regards of experiences. Most of the time he's in the background. Sometimes he'll appear, okay, and he'll simply just talk to me. He's also oh yeah, he also has helped me out with exercises. So whenever I'm performing in exercises, if it's not Lilith, my fifth patron, my beautiful queen, my girl, okay, my beautiful girl, the wife to my Samayan. Then it's Racia just helping me out with an exercise. Okay, whenever he sees me straining myself too much performing an exercise or trying to master something back in the day, um, he'll simply just tell me, okay, he'll tell me relax, okay, let things come to me naturally. I'm straining myself too much. Just take it easy, and yeah, he's just like like I said, he's like the archangels are like parents, okay? They just want nothing more than the best for you, and they help you all like no other. And Raziel is no different, okay? Whenever he sees me straining myself during an exercise, he'll just pinpoint it and he'll tell me what's up, and I'll correct my mistake and my error, and I'll just take it easy. I'll relax, and he'll give me tips and whatnot and etc. He's also the one who gave me the ideas of putting my tattoos on and whatnot to amplify my work and increase the magnitudes of my workings. Okay, so the magnitude of my workings, the hypothetical dosages of my working. Okay, the amount of energy that flows through me due to the workings that I partake in and I put in charge of, in the form of spirits taking care of them, and yeah, all the rituals that I do. Okay, he just made me the most profound magician I could have possibly imagined to see myself becoming over time. Honestly, I never thought that I'd get to this point, but through the help of Lilith, Raziel, as well as Satan. But Satan no longer is amongst my astral family. Not that there's any Yeah, he simply stopped by right now. He occasionally visits me. Okay, Satan is Piscean. All three of these guys are Piscean. They're all Lilith and Satan are Jupiterian, but Raziel is Neptunian. But Jupiter and Neptune are not too far, obviously, due to the Piscean tree. And Satan, he simply just stopped by and he was like, "Oh, I thank you for the mention and whatnot. Thank you for the reference." And he just left. He appeared as quickly he disappeared as quickly as he appeared due to his whole clairvoyant tree. And yeah, he simply just stops by and visits me and whatnot. He used to be my fourth patron, but I had to stop working with him because I just worked with too many guys at the time. I worked with way too many guys, and it was causing a strain on me. It was causing a huge toll on me. So it was either I took care of I had to release Sandalphon from my astral family, and I had to release. It was either Lucifer, Satan, or Lilith, and I didn't want Lilith or Lucifer to leave. Okay, I didn't want to depart them. And so yeah, I just said, okay, Satan, I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to pack things up. And he understood where I was coming from. Okay, he understood. Okay, simply put, the reasons were self-explanatory. They were understandable, reasonable, and we just packed things up. Okay, I took care of his altar and everything, and I no longer work with him. But Satan, Lilith, and Raziel have all helped me out with my clairvoyance. If it wasn't for the three of these guys, okay, but mostly Raziel, because Raziel is the most skilled in this one. He's literally the most skilled. No offense to Lilith and Satan. Yeah, they know what I'm saying. So yeah, they understand where I'm coming from, and yeah, I just wouldn't be the magician that I would be now, okay, without the help of all these three guys. And yeah, I really just appreciate them like no other, immensely, immensely. So yeah, I'm able to see clear waves and layers of astral energy. Whenever I perform planetary magic, I can see the hexagram, okay? I can see the hexagram and everything, just like right now. If only the camera had clairvoyance and astral senses, okay? I can see the hexagram in front of me. I just drew out right now. Um, Whenever I'm doing anything, honestly, I could just see clear. I could just see energy everywhere, literally everywhere. I can invoke spirits at a whim. Okay, I could attract spirits like a magnet by simply just thinking of their name. A bunch of things really. These guys have helped me out with everything, and especially Raziel. So that is pretty much it, honestly. There's nothing else really to mention. Okay, I've been to Raziel Seal in the astral plane. I mean Raziel Seal. I've been to Raziel's sphere in the astral plane. So Neptune, Nifto, Chokma. And it's a watery planet, honestly. It's really just watery and nice. Okay, it's really just very watery and beautiful. It's cold. It's very cold. It's watery. Okay, it's there's a lot of it's very how do I say this? There's a lot of there's like a lot of there's how do I say this? There's like a lot of small islands and whatnot. The thing is that when I went to Harassia's sphere, okay, the first, let's just say the third or fourth time I was traversing the Sephiroth, the Kabbalistic tree of life. Everything was kind, it was still hazy, okay? Everything was still hazy. My astral body was still getting used to stepping out of itself and stepping out of my physical body and whatnot. So everything was hazy, but what I saw was everything was just nice and watery and clear. Okay, there was a nice beautiful blue sky. Everything was nice and blue and beautiful. Okay, it was just surrounded by oceans, and there was just this one island with a big beautiful palace. It was like it was just so beautiful. Okay, and Harasia was at the top of this palace, and he simply just came to me, and he was just we were just talking to me. He told me hello, and this and that, and we exchanged greetings and whatnot, and I was just relaxing. Okay, I remember putting my legs in the water and just moving them left and right and whatnot. Everything was nice and cold. Okay, the air was really nice and cool, and yeah, I felt immense pressure while being over there as well. Like I said, the whole submerged in the water example comes into play here, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Honestly, that's pretty much it. I haven't visited it ever since, but if I do so now, it will be way clearer. I'll see everything for what it is, and yeah, everything will just be way better, honestly. And hold on, let me see if there's anything else to mention. Let me see. No, there's nothing else really to mention. Okay, so Raziel's name means wisdom of God, knowledge of God. Raziel is an Ophanim. Raziel is the ruler of the second Kabbalistic highest sphere of the Sephiroth, which is Neptune, Nifton, Chokma. He is the vice ruler of he's the vice ruler of Pisces. He rules over spiritual ascension. That's what he's skilled in. He can come through for you in anything of an astral nature. Anything, anything, anything. You think about it. And Raziel can literally do it. Okay, anything that has to do with astral senses and what comes with being a magician. Okay, you can go to Raziel for that, and he'll tend to things like no other. Okay, Raziel is the holy number of Raziel's sphere is 2, obviously. Okay, so Neptune's number is 2. And Raziel is the ruler of the second heaven. And yeah, that's pretty much it, honestly. That's all. There's nothing else to mention. Oh, there's one more thing to mention, okay? Raziel gets best to work with this seal right here, so the fifth pentacle of Jupiter. He gets best to work with the fifth pentacle of Jupiter, okay? It will enhance his clairvoyant faculties. It will enhance his astral faculties, his astral prowesses, okay? His astral skills and proficiencies, and will boost you. It will boost his skills, and he will come through for you in terms of an astral nature more potently than he could before, okay? Because the fifth pinnacle of Zedek, Jupiter, Chesed, it has to do with clairvoyance, visions, making visions more common and prone to the beholder, as well as spiritually inclined dreams, okay? And it increases clairvoyant workings on a drastic scale, honestly. So let's just say if you have a spirit that's skilled in clairvoyance and whatnot, and he's Jupiterian, oh, as well as lunar. This can also work with the lunar spirit. Okay, then you can just hand him the fifth pentacle of Jupiter, place it on his altar, or just get the tattoo. But before you get the tattoo, perform a divination on it to see if it'll benefit you and if its effects will actually play amongst your life and your position as a human and everything. And just get the tattoo, and it'll amplify everything that I just mentioned, as well as workings of that nature and spirits that have those skills. And yeah, that's pretty much all. There's nothing else to mention. I'm gonna leave things how they are. I'll see you guys in the next video.